So admittedly, I've been going a little crazy picking up a lot of desk mats recently. I don't know if it's because it's such an easy way to change the overall look of your desk, or if it's because once we settle into our main mouse and main keyboard, headphone, whatever, we start to look for any way possible that we can improve our game or hone it in just that much more. So I've been maining the Thor mousepad from X-Ray Pad for a really long time now, but I picked up a lot of other options, which we'll be taking a look at individually in reviews over the next few weeks, leading up to like probably a roundup video of my top 5 picks. So today I've got the Equate and the newer Equate Plus in-house, also from X-Ray Pad, and we're gonna see how they stack up. You ready? Let's go! Yo, I'm Brian P. You're watching BadSeed Tech, and today we're looking at the Equate and Equate Plus desk mats from X-Ray Pad. So starting with the Equate, this is available in XL or 450 by 400 millimeters or XXL, which is 900 by 400. And they're priced at $15.90 or $28.90 USD, depending on size. So pretty affordable, I think. It's a soft cloth pad, a control pad, which means it's a lot slower than the polished cloth surface of the Thor, and more so, of course, than a hard surface. Regardless of which size you get, it's 3 millimeters thick. It's rubber backed and it's really flexible. It does have a little wave to it right out of the box and a pretty distinct rubber smell. The smell dissipates pretty fast. The wave goes away mostly within like 24 hours. Mine still has a little wave left in the lower corner, but it doesn't affect the use at all. It does have stitched edges, not too raised and pretty consistent. Seems built well. The rubber itself is really soft. It definitely does not slide around on my laminate top desk. The graphic either looks like a galaxy in grayscale or like Tony Montana partied on your desktop. I can't call it. So in terms of performance, I primarily play Modern Warfare, 400 DPI, sensitivity level 7 at 1440p, and I'm usually like a run and gun SMG guy. I have the most control with this pad between the Thor, the Equate, and the Equate Plus. It's also the most challenging to do big swipes, click timing shots with. My muscle memory is definitely not used to a pad this speed. It does really well in tracking for me though, and fares pretty well in snap to tracking stuff too, allowing me to hit some pretty long range stuff I have no business trying to engage with an SMG. Overall, I think it's a good option for somebody used to a slower pad. The only concern I have with this one is the longevity, because the material is really soft, like fuzzy feeling. After an hour or so, it begins to feel like there's something on the pad, like it needs to be brushed away, but there's nothing there. Even after putting like 8 to 10 solid hours on this thing, it performs the same as it did when I first got it. Next up is the Equate Plus, which has this crazy pattern to it. It looks and feels really premium. It's available in the same sizes, and while my early copy came in at 4 millimeters, the final retail of this goes out in a 3 millimeter thickness. It's on pre-order right now, but expected to go live on March 30th. Pricing is $17.50 on the XL and $29.90 for the XXL, so just a touch higher than the Equate. The idea behind this is it's supposed to be a faster version of the Equate with the same control, just faster speed. Same slim stitch edges here as well, and what they call a micro emulsion fabric. So it is faster, but I think it actually does come at the expense of some control. I was slightly less accurate in tracking with this, and my click timing muscle memory is still adapted to the Thor, so I fell off in both categories. While I didn't play poorly with this pad, I didn't play my best, and it didn't do anything crazy for me, leaving me falling short in both click timing stuff and my tracking. Close encounters particularly felt a lot more frantic. The standard Equate is really the more interesting of the two for me because it tracks really well and allows me to hit multiple targets really smooth. I went back and forth between this and the Thor, and I finally figured it out. See, the Thor allows me to swipe really easy, but requires more fingertip control for stability. This leaves my cursor placement looking really erratic when I look back at my gameplay. I get the job done, but it's sloppy. If I'm training on something like Jumbo 1 wall 6 target, it's Thor all day because 60% of the time I hit center target and the rest of the time I get close enough. But you move me into something like 1 wall 6 target small and that lack of control really starts to show. So for hitting large targets like landing shots anywhere on the body with a fast SMG, it works. This is what I got going back to the Thor after a few hours of testing the other two. I joined mid-match too and just did work. It's like these guys wanted to die. The trouble is with the Thor and that gameplay style, I don't always land headshots consistently in-game, which is why I've always shied away from like semi-auto rifles or snipers. So I wondered, if I was able to adapt my muscle memory to the Equate, would I have a better time with something like an M2 carbine? And the answer? Not bad at all. I'm not the kill leader in the lobby consistently like I am with the other setup, but it shows promise, and the kills are a lot more satisfying for sure. So given the choice between the two, I would definitely opt to spend my time relearning my timing on the original Equate, because for me, it really does offer something special in terms of stability and control, and it's not like it's really slow. If you've got PTFE feet, it still has decent speed for a cloth pad. It also challenges me to improve my skill set, makes things feel fun and new again, even if it is a little humbling on the learning curve. With the Equate Plus, it feels like it may offer more long-term durability, and it's got the better look, but its combo of speed and control doesn't really benefit my gameplay personally. But if you're coming from a hard surface or something like the Thor and you're looking for a little bit more control, it may be a good fit for you. Just depends on how you play. And versus the mousepad company pad, well, that's a little more complicated. It'll have to wait until that review. It definitely has my attention though. As always, links for everything we talked about down in the description. Any questions, hit me in the comments or drop by the Discord. And that's it for this time. I'm Brian P. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that sub button. And until next time, stay up.